EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a between the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Heineke going to put it up right away. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke. Open man is Samuel. Complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. On play action. Heineke. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
A first down throw for Heineke. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 26 yards. And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big run there by Jones. 45 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown! Sammy Watkins from 6 yards away. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression again?
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And he will find his man, Samuel. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Nixon now from his end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Heineke on first down. This one left side caught by Gibson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. Now Heineke on fourth down. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He finds Watson complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Rodgers will throw for it. It's complete. And he is not going to get to the goal line. The defense keeps him out of the end zone, and as a result, that's going to keep this game tied. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
Antonio Gibson on the return. Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Heineke hitting Samuel on the slant. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Heineke now from the 50. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Jones going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. 1 back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked
picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Looking to throw, Heineke. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Here's Heineke. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they'll throw again, Heineke. And this one too low.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what it was going to take to make an excellent quarterback. Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Heineke. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Kingsley Enagbare. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Throwing, Heineke. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers, as his guys are able to extend their lead. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision... Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Heineke slings this deep for McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And they go play action. Now Heineke. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Dean Lowry. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back near his goal line. Here's Heineke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Fourth down, Heineke. And the defense loses him. It's complete. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown. Allen Lazard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Heineke. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Heineke. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Heineke to throw for it on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. After the sack on first down, Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Running right, Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, 43 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl A 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away.
But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it.
And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
To throw is Heineke. And now here is another interception.